Have you ever seen a child go from feeling completely defeated by reading to absolutely beaming with pride? Last week, I handed a certificate to a young client who had just completed her Mastery for Dyslexia program, and the look on her face, it said it all. Only days earlier, reading felt overwhelming. She second-guessed every word, lost her place on the page, and carried that sinking sense of, I'm just not good at this. However, when she was given strategies that actually fit the way her brain worked, everything started to change for her. Her fluency improved, her confidence grew, and that spark of pride, well, that was unmissable. This moment reminded me of something crucial. Growth isn't about changing who you are, it's about finding tools that finally fit. Hey you, and welcome to Weekly Wisdom, Informative Strategies and Real Results. I'm Nikki and I'm so glad you've joined me today. So whether you're watching your child struggle with reading, writing, spelling or maths, you're an adult who remembers, or you're an adult who remembers exactly what that feels like, please hear this. The problem was never intelligence. It was always about finding the right approach. When you get support that matches how your brain actually works, everything can change. That's exactly what I want to share with you today and in the weeks ahead. Before we dive into today's main topic, I'd love to invite you to discover more about my approach and learn practical ways to support someone in your life who may be struggling with learning. My next masterclass, Surprisingly Simple Strategies to Support Struggling Learners, is happening on Wednesday night, September the 17th. This is an online workshop beginning at New Zealand time at 7 o'clock. This workshop consistently fills up quickly because the strategies I share are immediately practical and genuinely effective. If you think this could be valuable for supporting someone important to you, please reach out to secure your place. You can find my contact details in the show notes below. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sat in a meeting and thought, I must be the stupidest person in this room? That shame doesn't start in adulthood, it starts in school. Let me share a story about Callan, who's now 57. He once told me something that really stuck with me. It was more acceptable to take drugs than to admit that I had learning challenges when I was in school. And the truth is, your brain is and never was broken. The problem was the mismatch between how you learn and how you were taught. Today I want to talk to you about how to finally heal from years of academic trauma. The first strategy I want to share: reframe your internal narrative with evidence. Instead of relying on positive thinking, actively gather concrete evidence of your real-world accomplishments. Look at what you have achieved despite feeling not smart enough. Examine the skills you've developed, the problems you've solved, and ways you've adapted and succeeded. These achievements didn't happen in spite of your brain, they happen because of how your brain works. Let's take Margaret, who at 60 reframed her slowness and her inability to understand as deep processing and began presenting it to her employers and colleagues as her strength. I want to consider all angles before we proceed with that solution. The second strategy I want to share: build systems that match your natural patterns. Rather than fighting your natural processing style, optimize your environment for peak performance. For ADHD brains that thrive on variety, structure work in focus bursts with built-in transitions. For visual processes, use diagrams, flowcharts, or colour coding to organise your information. A Trello board's really great too for doing this. For intuitive thinkers, approach numerical information through patterns and relationships rather than rote procedures. The goal isn't to become someone else, it's to create an environment where your natural strengths can flourish. These two strategies are practical, immediately actionable, and directly address the core issue of academic trauma while empowering you to take concrete steps forward. They also tie in beautifully to the personal stories that I've shared with you today. What would be most helpful for you right now? I'd love to know what specific challenges you're facing or which strategies you'd like me to explore further. Your questions shape what I share here on this channel, so please reach out and let me know what's on your mind. Your voice matters to me and I'm here to help and support you. I'd like to share some ways that we can work together if you need more help. When it seems like nothing works, it might not be about adding another tool to the pile. What really helps is having a solid base in place, the kind that makes every other approach easier and more effective. If this resonates with you, you might want to consider scheduling an in-person initial meeting with me. I'd love to chat with you and see how what support we can offer to you. Does reading time feel like a struggle at your place? Gosh, it happens in so many families. With a few simple strategies, homework or reading in general can shift from being stressful to something you and your child can actually enjoy together. I have some stress-free reading ideas that might help. Do you want some strategies that that will help and you can use right now? On my YouTube channel, I share practical tools. You can use these tools right away. These ideas are shaped by working alongside my families, just like yours, or feel free to check out my website, dyslexia-unpuzzled.co.nz. Until next week, be kind to yourself and appreciate every step you make forward. Ngā mihi nui. This is Nikki, and thank you for listening to Weekly Wisdom, informative strategies and real results.